Welcome, my conscious family, to another video. Since we said that we would do this every day until the rest of the year, here I am today after my I wanted to say gym. It's not gym. I was running and came home. I did some exercises and I remembered about my promise to you guys. And today I want to talk about detachment and surrendering and letting go and all these fancy words that we use in this spiritual world, especially when it comes to law of attraction, law of assumption. Law of detachment is also a universal law, by the way. And I'm going to talk about how you can actually implement that in your life. I don't like to just give knowledge, but I really want to help you get into the feeling of surrendering. And for me, those words are actually very similar. Detaching, letting go, surrendering is actually the same thing. Um, Let me think about it. I don't want to say something that it's false. Um, but no, it's not false. It's the same. It's the same. If anybody thinks it's different, you can give me an explanation in the comments. But as far as I know, honestly, mm, there is no difference. Essentially, the meaning behind those words is the same. And the thing is, you really can't, in a way, live this life joyfully and manifest your desires if you're not detached, if you don't surrender. There are people who are definitely, hustling and grinding, and they can, make it happen. You can force things. It's really hard. It takes a lot of time, and it usually that doesn't last. So when you compare manifesting from being detached of the outcome and surrendering to the divine, and on the other hand manifesting something in this like clenching energy, in this controlling energy that is coming from the lack, when you compare, it's very, very different. So before I continue, I want to say thank you everybody who follow me. It's been so many months right now, I think all this year, and maybe, excuse me, I think it was January. And I've been through so much. Some of you guys know that I live here in Bali. I moved here alone last year in October, and I truly found my home here. I'm going soon to Belgrade to visit my family and friends. And I'm actually sad because I love this island. I really truly love this island. It helped me so much. Some of you know I had a scooter accident, my arm broke, I had a surgery on my two bones. Like it was like so intense. If you guys want me to sometimes film a video about Bali and my experience living here, then definitely, write down in the comments and I will create such a video. But now, unfortunately, I don't have much time. I actually want to go to one of my favorite places. It's called Alchemy. They have amazing healthy food, yoga. I think they have some meditation that I can go to this night. And so I'm kind of like balancing my social life with still hanging on to the personal spiritual stuff that I always enjoyed. And back to the story. Okay, I'm sorry that I'm like moving away from the story, but I feel like I was so long far away and I missed you guys and I miss connecting with you like in a more personal way. And I don't want to just be coming on here and teaching, but I also want to share those human interactions and moments with you. So that's why I felt called to share. And I've been experiencing some great manifestations in my life, from the simple ones to the bigger ones. And I've been noticing how detached I am, which I wasn't before. And that's why I'm coming on here, because I really want to share how it feels. And so the feeling of surrendering, letting go, and detaching of the outcome is understanding essentially that you are the creator of your own reality, but in the same time, you're not. There is God, there is source, there is divine, there is a higher power. And Neville Goddard used to say that God is consciousness. And essentially, you are of God, you're not separate from. And if you are aware of this connection to the divine and you can use it, then you understand that it's in your own benefit to let go of your own human logic and trying to force things to happen. Because when you try to force things to happen and you want to do things from your ego, ego is important, of course, for us. We would be dead if we didn't have ego. Ego is what protects you, when someone attacks you. So you need to have ego. But when it comes to manifestation and being a conscious creator and spiritual awakening, you need to put ego aside in a way. And you need to let God, come in and do what he can do. And what I mean by that is let go of these norms, of this logical, like all this. I already talked about these things. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but for everybody who is new here, welcome in. um, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Really, I love YouTube. It's my favorite platform, and I really feel a bit guilty that I was far away. But I guess I needed that. Anyways, so let me repeat myself. All these norms, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to finish the university and then you will be happy and then you will have money. You need to find your person and then you will be, I don't know, satisfied. Those are all false programming. And spiritual awakening is essentially remembering, soul's remembering of who what soul is, like remembering, hey, wait a minute, this is not all there is. I am much more than this human vessel, than this container that I am in. So some people say also, which I believe, soul is not inside of the body, body is in the soul, but that's not that important to understand. Most important is this. So all this programming, societal, like we are being programmed all the time by social media, media in general. You're being programmed by food. Like, to be honest, I don't even know that much about it, but I'm sure 100% that we are being programmed constantly, and it's false. It's fake. It's not true. So you need to be smart enough to always remember who you are, where you come from. You come from God. You're not separate from God, and you're not thrown away here on this earth as this little human. Do it for yourself. No, 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 no. Your soul came here for experience. Your soul came here for evolution, and you need to stop controlling the outcome. You need to trust in this higher power. You need to trust that your higher self, your intuition, knows the way better than your logic. Because logic can only take you this much, it can only take you to what it already knows. And most of the people, they actually live from this totally wrong way, like from circumstance. Like they get fired, and instead of going inwards, they're outwards. They talk to everybody about being fired. They get crazy. They are so reactive. They panic. They get sucked in this reality that we perceive with our senses. But let me be clear, the reality that you perceive with your senses is past. You're perceiving something that was first in your consciousness. You're seeing something with your senses, but senses are not here to tell you what is. Senses are not here to create. Senses are here to give you the information about what was in your consciousness. So that is just the information for you. Hey, something was already inside of me that sort of wanted this experience, even though sometimes it doesn't make sense. Why would I want to be a victim? But all those times when you thought that you are the victim, and then a few years later you're like, that's the best thing that ever happened to me. Well, let me tell you again, maybe this is the best thing that will ever happen to you. And so yeah, and so so instead, when something like that happened, of course you are allowed to have the human experience, to have the human reaction, to be angry, to shout, like whatever you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anyone and yourself, of course. Do it. I'm not saying that immediately you're going to be peaceful, but as fast actually, as fast as you can, remember, hey, 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 I am not this Irena who is having this trouble with her family, or she's having these issues with I don't know what. God, I'm joking right now. Uh, and then I say, like, I understand that my soul came here to experience. My soul chose Irena and Irena's family. She chose this life because there is something for me to learn. There is the evolution of the soul in this life. And if you understand that, I mean, if you really truly understand this knowledge, how come you're not free? I mean, I'm just being honest. And this is how I also talk to my clients. It's like, whenever I have a client, this video is going to be a bit longer, by the way. I don't care. Someone said, like, make shorter videos. What? Never. Never. By the way, if you want to work with me, I have helped so many people with this, especially regressoterapists, Reiki masters, like people who are already sort of in this journey, but they feel stuck. They feel like they are not the main characters of their lives. They lack confidence. They feel unworthy. And they want to manifest, living fully in their power and purpose. Then, if you feel called to, if you feel like you are the chosen one, if you feel called to help, to serve others, then definitely apply for the free consultation where we will see if we are a match. Don't be shy. It's totally free, normal video call, and I will of course qualify you to see if you can work with me and vice versa. So I mean, you're not going to qualify me, but you can of course ask me questions. But you understand what I mean. And many other things. If you want to connect on Instagram, all the other links are down below in the description. And thank you again for being here. You can also support me with liking the video, commenting down below, and sharing, subscribing. It does help me a lot so that I can continue to share my message every single day on YouTube, which I'm going to do until the end of this year. And if I'm able, I'm going to continue doing this because this message is so important. This message, what I'm sharing and what I will share today, is so important. It is going to change your life forever. You're never going to be the same if you truly open your heart and if you truly open your mind to this, what I'm about to say. I am telling you, after watching this video, you will walk out a different man, a different woman. Okay, so whatever the experience is in this life, you need to remember that you are not your name, you're not your race, you're not your body. These are just things, let's say. I mean, body is not a thing, but you know what I mean, that you got in this life to use, as to have this human experience. But don't let yourself ever get sucked in, because when you get sucked in the 3D and you get trapped thinking that that's all there is and you don't see the solution, that means you have forgotten your power. You are the main character. This video game, so-called life, is intended in a way for a soul to go through a spiritual awakening journey, to remember, hey, I actually create with God, with the divine. with my, conscious, in my conscious state, is what actually manifests. Whatever I subconsciously believe about myself to be true is reflected outside of me. And that is the law. That is the law. That is the truth. So that means that whatever you are experiencing, don't let yourself get worried or sucked in. Allow the experience to show you what you need to learn about yourself. Allow the experience to show you what is there for your soul to learn, to evolve. Maybe you need to learn how to actually detach, which I'm about to explain. Maybe you need to learn how to actually have patience. Maybe you need to trust more. For me, this journey has been all about trust. I have been so many times, guys, in so many situations when trust me when I tell you, I shouldn't have had any trust that things will work out. I am talking zero money. I am talking can't pay my rent. I am talking with people, crazy things happening around me, people who wanted to seriously like damage me. Like, I've been through so much in my life, and I believe that my soul's evolution and my soul's journey was to experience all these things and to have such tough years behind me so that I can now understand, help, and serve others. So there were moments when there was like nothing outside of me was showing that there is any way that I'm gonna be fine. But I always remember this truth. I can always turn to God. I can always turn. Before, I didn't believe in God. Like, it doesn't matter how you call it, God, source, divine. For me, that's the same. There is this power that connects us all. The connection is always there, but you forgot the connection sometimes. And that's why those things happen to us. Because in those moments, we remember the connection. And I remember the connection. I said, God, I can trust you. I can trust you that you're gonna be here for me. And it's not because I have the history of him being there for me, but you have to have trust. I don't care what you've been through. Because you assuming and having the trust that God is there for you is gonna realize and manifest in your 3D reality 100%. And you don't have to have this unwavering faith, how people say, like, mm, no, you can have doubts. I manifested amazing things while having doubts. But the predominant feeling was the trust and faith. So detaching means, and that's something I did even in those cases when I really struggled with my life, with everything. I always, first exercise that I love to do is imagine the worst case scenario. This is one of my favorite exercises, and many people don't like this, but I love this because this is how you can remember your own power. So when I was thinking about in this situation, when I was really thinking, how am I gonna pay the rent? Like, what am I gonna do? I was thinking, even if I go, let's say, to a cafe and I ask, hey, can I, work in a cafe? Or I'm talking about the past here, by the way. It's truly important for me. I do get a bit annoyed when people write in the comments giving me advices. I'm not talking this for you to give me advice. I'm talking about the past experiences so that they can serve you. Okay, it's not about me. This is about you. And when you imagine the worst case scenario, okay, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna find a way to make this work. I'm gonna find a way, even when my arm, when I was asking the woman 10 times, am I gonna be able to use my right arm and move my fingers because the bones were really like smashed? She didn't give me an answer. And I was talking to God and I said, God, even if they cut off my arm, I know that I will use my life to serve and help others. I will write books on how I was able to conquer this disability and live a fulfilling life without the right term. I mean, thanks God, everything is good. But you see, even in those moments, I was detaching from the outcome. In the moments before surgery, when I was in excruciating pain, I was detaching from the outcome. That is my superpower, and that is something I want to teach you. I want you to have the same superpower. No one and nothing can have power over you. No one is more powerful than you. We are all connected by this invisible wire of consciousness. We are connected. There is a collective consciousness. No one has the power over you unless you give it. Detaching. Imagine the worst case scenario. Okay, so what if I'm single? So what if my wife left me? So what if? I am gonna find a way, because this is gonna sound super weird, I know, for some people. Oh my God, I must say, why wasn't I filming YouTube videos? There is literally nothing in this world. Nothing in this world. I remember this song of Etta James. Nothing in this world. I don't know how it goes, but I'm gonna listen to it after. Ah, it's a beautiful song. She's such a beautiful singer. I mean, she's dead now, I guess. Nothing in this world. Such a beautiful song. Anyways, so yeah, I wanted to say that I don't know why I wasn't filming, because honestly, when I start to talk about these things, I don't prepare it. I'm not prepared. I didn't prepare anything. I just open my vessel. I open my mind. I open my heart. And whatever needs to come through comes through. And this feeling of me sharing and helping you guys and just being like an open vessel for this message, I can't explain how it feels to be in this position. Like, it feels so good. So I'm definitely going to continue with this practice. And you know why it feels so good? It feels so good because this is the truth. Everything that doesn't feel good, like Abraham says, that's not the truth. That's your soul is literally telling you no. Everything something really feels like, I'm not talking about, getting drunk. I'm talking about truly feeling your authentic self. That is the truth. So the truth is operating within me right now. That's why it feels good. That's why my energy is just now rising. Anyways, detaching, letting go, surrendering. The biggest misconception when it comes to this, the biggest lie, it's a false premise, is that surrendering means somehow you being lazy and you not taking the action. No, 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 no. That has, okay. I'm gonna give you now the best advice. I need you to like imprint it in your brain. Detaching has nothing to do with action taking. Nothing to do. Imprint it now. I'm really passionate about this because so many people got this wrong. Surrendering, letting go, and detaching has nothing to do. Like, those things have nothing to do. Nothing. They are like mixing shoes and coffee. Like, no, it has nothing to do whatsoever with each other, with one another. Nothing to do. Action is one thing I talked about in my videos before. I can talk again, but not now because 25 minutes already. But detaching, letting go, and surrendering is about the energy, is about the belief. It's not about the action. It doesn't matter if you choose to detach and take the action, or detach and not take any action. But let me be very clear, you not taking any action is actually taking the action in some direction. So it has nothing to do, it's about the energy. Okay, let me try to bring it back. So in the moment, you can close your eyes now so you can hear me. So in the moment, in the hospital, I am doing everything I can. I am checking on my insurance so that I can pay for the surgery. I am trying to not drink water and food because I need to prepare for the surgery. I am letting my the guy that I was working something with at the time know that I am in the hospital. I am letting my family know. I am talking to the doctors. I am asking them to do the best that they can. So I'm taking all these actions that I can in those moments. But by me connecting to the source and making peace with whatever the outcome may be, I have surrendered. I have detached from the outcome. And of course, if the outcome wasn't as great, I would be probably very sad. But I would make it work. And I'm using this extreme situation because this is truly who I am. I'm going to make everything work because I truly believe in what I teach. I truly believe in what I teach. I 100% believe in what I teach. Detaching is understanding. I'm going to do my best with with the resources that I have, but I believe and trust that God will perform a miracle in my life, and I will be happy no matter what. I will be happy in either ways. This is detaching. Surrendering is the same. It's not taking the action. It's I'm taking the action, I'm doing the best that I can. And when I say the action, the most important work is actually spiritual work, not the mechanical action in the 3D reality, because as I said, and I'm going to repeat myself again, the 3D reality is showing you the past state of your consciousness. You don't need to play with it, react with it, because that's how you just create more of it. Uh, so it's not the other way around. So it's from the inside, from your inner world, from the state of consciousness projected outside, and then your senses are sending you back the information about what has already been manifested in the past. This is one of the most powerful videos I have ever made, by the way. So please share. Please share. This is monumental. This is crucial. And I always like to talk like a friend to a friend. So whatever happens, detach, make peace with the worst case scenario, because everything you actually have is not your diploma on the wall, is not your outside. No, what you have is inside. That's how you are powerful. When you know that you have skills inside of yourself, skills to regulate your nervous system, skills to connect with your faith, connect with God, skills to calm yourself, to be with yourself. Those are the skills that no one can ever take away from you. And then whatever happens, you're gonna be able to make it. You're gonna just, okay, let me detach. Let me go inwards, and then change my energetics, change my subconscious, visualize what I actually want, imagine how it feels, and then you will see that in your 3D reality. That's the law. um, One of the traps is people get impatient, also me, and they stop doing this work, and they say that it's not working, but it's always working. Trust me. Even sometimes when I get angry and I'm like, I did everything, why it's not here? Why is it not here? I remember, this is the truth. You can get angry as much as you want. but this is the truth. And I want you to take this intention, write down in the comments, this is the truth. And now I am gonna embody this truth. This is the truth, and now I am going to embody this truth. Of course, if you don't think this is the truth, you don't need to watch my channel. You can find some other truths to believe in. This is something that I resonate with 100%. Um, Anyways, guys, I don't want to go anymore, even though I feel very inspired right now. So it's about the feeling. It's about being grounded in your faith, in your inner world, rich inner world, and fully believing, trusting, and embodying this work. Living the life from the inside out, not the other way around. Living your life as the conscious creator of your own reality. Living the life as the main character. So the main character doesn't get sucked in and doesn't give attention to the little non-playing characters. Okay, remember who you are, remember your power, connect with higher, force, whatever you believe in, and this will give you strength to know that you're always supported, you're always guided, as long as you allow it. And you allow it by surrendering to the divine, doing your best, but knowing that it will all work out in your favor, the way God has in store for you. Okay. Stay conscious and remember to have fun.